We'll get started. So if you can come into a seated position, sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. Put you all on mute and we'll then get going. So sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit, aligning the back of your skull with your sacrum. Bring your arms onto your thighs and then lift your belly, diaphragm, and lift your chest. Activate your feet, spreading toes, spread the balls of your feet. And close your eyes and give yourself a moment just to feel yourself into your own mat. Giving yourself a moment or two to notice how your body feels. And then pick one area to focus your practice today. And as you go through your practice, if you should lose focus, then keep coming back to the area that you have chosen to focus. And making your intent one of something that's really positive, something you feel really positive about. And then feel for drawing that kind of energy, that positive energy into your body. You go through your class today, keep focusing on pressing your feet to the floor and then drawing the energy up from the earth, moving this through the whole of your body. So activate your feet, spread the toes, spread the balls of your feet. And then breathe in, feel as you breathe, you're drawing energy from the earth, moving this through your pelvic bowl, moving it up into belly. Soften belly and then exhale. Press your sit bone to floor and then breathe in. As you breathe, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from waist. Feel the opening into the sacrum as you lengthen up. And as you breathe out, soften the shoulders away from your ears. As you breathe in, expand your ribs out as wide as you can. Relax your belly and exhale, exhaling completely. On the next breath, lift your sternum, so feel as if you're lifting chest right up towards your chin. Lift your collarbones as if up towards the ceiling. And exhale, exhaling completely. Belly's in. And then release. We're doing wrist stretches today, so reach your right hand forward, taking hold of the little finger of your right hand. As you breathe in, spread the fingers as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, reach your arms forward, easing that little finger back. And release. Taking hold of your middle finger. As you breathe in, lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your ear. And release. Taking hold of your middle finger. As you breathe in, feel for lengthening your fingers down towards the floor. And as you breathe out, glide your middle finger back. And release. Taking hold of your first finger. As you breathe in, glide your thumb away from your little finger. And as you breathe out, spread your fingers wide, heel of the hands reaches forward. And release. Taking hold of your thumb. And as you breathe in, glide your thumb back away from your index finger. And as you breathe out, heel of the hands reaches forward, fingers are spreading. And release. And change hands. Left arm reaches forward, taking hold of the little finger on your left hand and then ease it back. As you breathe in, spread the fingers as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, glide your little finger back. And release. Taking hold of your ring finger. Pressing down into your left sit bone. As you breathe in, stretch, lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left ear. And release. Taking hold of your middle finger. As you breathe in, lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, spread the fingers wide as you reach your arm forward. And release. Taking hold of your first finger. As you breathe in, lengthen your thumb away from your little finger. And as you breathe out, spread the fingers as you reach your arm forward. And release. Taking hold of your thumb. As you breathe in, glide your thumb back away from your index finger. And as you breathe out, heel of the hands is reaching forward. And release. Change the cross of your legs. Re-stretch is stage 2. So reach your hands forward, turn the palm of the hands away from you and be on your fingertips. As you breathe in, you're lengthening your ribs up away from waist. As you breathe out, open the hands forward. Heel of the hands are reaching to floor. As you breathe, lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as you ease the heel of the hands forward, soften your shoulders down. And inhale, release. Re-stretch is stage 3. So your arms are reaching out towards the side, thumbs pointing skyward. And then breathe into palm of hands. Hold the breath, then bringing in your little finger, ring finger, middle finger, first finger, thumb squeezes the fingers together. And as you exhale, knuckles to the floor as you stretch out the tops of your wrists. And then release. Reach your arms out to the side, fingers pointing skywards, breathe in. Hold the breath, then bring in your thumb first, and then simultaneously squeezes all fingers to the thumb. As you exhale, stretch your thumb side away from you. So feel you're opening the tops of the wrists as you stretch out. And release, thumbs pointing skywards, fingers are spreading, breathe in deeply. Hold the breath, then one by one, bringing in your little finger, ring finger, middle finger, first finger, thumb squeezes on top, knuckles to the floor, exhale as you stretch out. And release, reaching your arms out, fingers pointing skywards, breathe in. Hold the breath, then bringing in your thumb first, and then simultaneously squeezes all fingers onto the thumb. Now stretch the thumb side away from you on exhale. And then release. Roll the shoulders. And then bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Your pranayama today is inhale for 10, hold the breath for 10. Then bring your hands forward, exhale through the nose, pulling your belly back into Uddiyana. So exhale for 10. Bring your hands back behind you, push the floor away and lift your sternum. Press your sit bone to floor and then breathe in through the nose for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands forward. Exhale through the nose for 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely, pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. Feel you're spreading the ribs as you spread your diaphragm. Your shoulders are soft away from your ears. Keep feeling for lengthening belly away from pelvis. And release, pushing the floor away. Breathe in as you come up. Hands back behind. Sit up tall and breathe in for 10. Hold the breath for 10. Sit bones presses down. Spine is lifting up. Chest is lifting, so spine is long. Hands forward. And exhale through the nose for 10. Exhale completely. Touch into chest. Suck your belly in. Pull it up. Your ribs are opening to the side and your shoulders are softening away from your ears. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away. Breathe in as you come all the way back up. Your next pose is shoelace pose. So bring your right foot to the left edge of the mat and bring your left foot towards the right edge. You're creating a double right angle with your feet. You're twisting your shoelace. If you can go further, place your left foot onto your right thigh and reach your heel away from you. Then bring your right hand by your right hip and reach the hand away from that hip, about 12 inches away. Pressing down into your left sit bones as you breathe in, stretching your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, bring your left arm down onto the floor. Your foot is pressing against your arm. Left sit bone wants to leave the floor. Press it back down and then breathe in, lengthening your side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your left foot. Breathe into lower back and lengthen your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, moving chest closer towards that left foot. Our feet are active. Deep breath, keep stretching, lengthening belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards that left foot. Inhale, release. Ease on up and change the cross of your legs. Shoelace, right foot is over your left. So your left foot comes towards the right edge of the mat. Your right foot reaches towards the left edge. If you're going further, placing your right foot onto your left thigh, reach out with your knees and flexing the toes back. You can place a foot onto the calf, the ankle, or foot onto the floor. Left arm is by left hip, and then reach the hand away from the hip. Press into your right sit bones. Breathe in, right arm is up, and as you breathe out, the arm is coming down. Your foot presses against your arm. Press back into your right sit bone and breathe, lengthening right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, fold towards, chest moves towards your right foot. And breathe in, keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, moving chest closer towards that foot. Breathe in, sit bones presses down, and then breathe, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're moving chest towards that foot. Inhale, release. Ease on up. Side bend in with one leg straight. So straighten your left leg straight forward and tuck your right foot in so that the right heel is by the groin. If you can go further, then bring your right foot back so that the right heel is by your right knee. And then ease your left thigh forward, activating feet, spreading the toes, the balls of your foot. Your right hand reaches back. You're taking the hand is either onto the floor or taking hold of your right ankle with your right hand. Breathe in, stretch your left arm up, open to the left side of your body. And as you breathe out, bringing your left arm down on the inside of left hand. Relax left ear with left shoulder. You're not holding your right ankle with right hand. Lift your right arm up and then reach it back 12 inches from. Then breathe in and lift your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder back and away from your right hip. Right from your pelvic bowl, as you breathe in, lift your belly away from pelvis. Now lift your diaphragm and lift your chest. Now exhale, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Press down into your left sit bone and breathe in, lengthen your left side ribs away from left hip. Lengthen your midribs away from your lower ribs and your upper ribs away from midribs. And as you breathe out, relax your left ear with left shoulder. On the next breath, as you breathe in, stretch your right arm right up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, stretch it back. Breathing into the back of your heart and energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening that left arm, that right arm straight back. On the next breath, as you breathe in, stretch your right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, reach your right arm forward over right ear. Activate your feet, spreading the toes. Now breathe and feel you're lengthening your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, reach. Wrapping that right shoulder as that right arm reaches forward. As you breathe in, expand your ribs wide towards your armpits. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward, hands down onto the floor. As you breathe in, keep lifting your belly away from the top of your left thigh, creating space between your belly and the top of that thigh. And maintain that space. Exhale as you fold forward. Hip bones presses back down and then breathe, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. Lead with your chest. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. And then change the cross of your leg. You're reaching, your right foot reaches forward, your left foot is tucked in so the heel is by the groin. Your feet are active. Spreading the toes, the balls of your foot is spread. You can go further, bring your left foot back so that the left heel is by your left glute. And then reach your left hand back, take hold of the ankle if your foot has come back or the hand is back to the floor. Pressing down into your right sit bone as you breathe in, stretching your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, the right arm is down on the inside of right leg. Lift your left arm up if you're not holding the foot and then reach it back. Right ear is with right shoulder. Breathe in, lift and lengthen your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, lengthen your left arm away from left hip. Now feel this from your pelvic bowl. As you breathe in, you're lifting your belly away from pelvis. Lift your diaphragm. Lift your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder down away from left ear. On the next breath, as you breathe in, stretch your left arm right up towards the sky. Spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, as you arc your chest forward, reach that left arm straight back, chest open. Now breathe and lift. Lift your right ribs up away from your right thigh. Feel as if your ribs are coming into your right armpit. And as you breathe out, lengthening that left arm away from left ear, chest opening. On the next breath, as you breathe in, reaching your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, lengthen that left arm forward over left ear. Press it back down into your left sit bone, and then feel this. Breathe and lift. Your side ribs are lengthening away from your left sit bone. And as you breathe out, wrap in that left shoulder as you reach your left arm forward. As you breathe in, lift your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, fold forward, hands down either side of your front foot. Breathe into your lower back. Feel your lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, let your body melt forward. Your hamstrings are feeling very tight. You're bending your right knee. Keep both feet active. And then breathe into your spot. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're letting your body melt forward. One more breath here. Deep breath. And exhale as you inhale, release. Push the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. And release your legs. And then come onto your knees for your next pose. Your next pose today is turbo dog. You reach your hands forward, spreading the fingers, middle fingers reaching forward. Your hands are about just inside from the width of your mat. Your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are aligned. From here, you're relaxing your neck, relaxing the shoulders. You breathe into upper back. Feel the spread right across your back. Curl your toes under. And as you exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Move your chest back towards your thighs and knees. Then bend your elbows. Squeeze your elbows in. The elbows are not touching the floor. They're now about 1, 2, maybe 3 inches away from the floor. Keep the back of your neck long. Now breathe in deeply and spread. Spread your ribs wide towards your armpits. And as you exhale, squeeze your elbows in. It's as if you're closing your armpits. Push the floor away. On the next breath, as you breathe in, lengthen your top ribs away from your shoulders. And as you breathe out, lengthen back. Send your sit bones back. Bend the knees if you're feeling this too strong into shoulders. Now breathe in deeply and spread. Spread your ribs out wide. And as you breathe out, squeeze your elbows in, pushing the floor away. Chest is towards thighs and knees. Inhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to the floor. Lie down on your back for your abdominal sequence, starting with elbows and feet. So lie down on your back and clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lift your feet up off the floor and bend the knees. Clasp and hands behind head. Your back is streaky. You can do this pose with your feet down onto the floor or working with one leg at a time. So from here, as you breathe in, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach both elbows to left knee, straighten right leg. Your right leg reaches out at 45 degrees angle. Spread the toes and send your right thigh forward. Pull belly in. As you breathe in, bring your head back to center. Bend the knees and hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Reach your right elbow up, the shoulder blades are off the floor. Now reach your right leg forward away from waist and pull lower belly down to floor. As you breathe in, Bring your head back to center. Bend the knees and hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows into left knee. Straighten right leg. Now relax your right hip and reach your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Reach your right elbow up. The shoulder blades are off the floor. Then send your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees and hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows into left knee. Straighten right leg. Now relax your right hip. Send your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Relax your left hip. Send your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. Feel for unlocking the hip as you stretch your thigh bone forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Elbows to right knee. Now straighten left leg. Relax your left hip. Send your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Your next pose today is bridge. So move your heels back towards your sit bones. Line up your heels with your sit bones or heels a hip distance apart. Relax your neck and relax your shoulders. Brush your heels with your fingertips and let your arms come to rest down by your side. Press your lower back to floor and then breathe in. Lengthen your side ribs away from hips. Press feet to floor and as you exhale, tilt pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from floor. As you breathe in, move your belly forward away from pelvis. You're moving your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, lift up. Push the floor away as you lift. And then feel for that relaxation through the pose. Taking any tension out of your body. Your feet, they're pressing to the floor. As you breathe in, you're lengthening up. So lengthen your ankles away from heels. Press your feet to floor, and as you exhale, send your thighs and knees away from you. As you breathe in, lengthen your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, lift up, moving chest towards your thighs, towards your chin. Breathe into belly and move your belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, push the floor away as you lift up. Send your thighs and knees away from you. One more breath, deep breath. And as you exhale, tilt pelvis as you lower upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis, lower mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way down to floor. Keeping the tilt until you are down. Your next pose today is frog lifting through. And if you want to go further, do straddle lifting through. So frog lifting through, the knees are bent, the thighs are out towards the side, knees are bent, heels are aligned with knees and toes are flexed. You're going further, you're straightening the legs out towards the side. Your back is tweaky. In this pose, you can get closer to the wall and have your feet up against the wall in this way. This just gives your back a little bit more support in the pose. That's your hands behind your head and neck. Lift your feet up off the floor. If you're going into frog, the feet are out towards the side. If you're going into straddle, you're lengthening the legs further out, as in like split. From here, press your lower back to floor. And as you breathe in, lift your head, lift your chest, and reach your elbows up towards the sky. Exhale, curl tailbone up, and then lengthen. Keep stretching your legs out towards the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower your lower back to floor. Pelvis is lengthened down. Now exhale, curl tailbone up, and then send. Keep stretching your legs out towards the side. Reach your elbows up, feel for unlocking shoulders, and pull belly in. As you breathe in, lower pelvis, lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. And exhale, curl tailbone up. Now stretch. Keep sending your legs out towards the side. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis. This time, lift your head, lift your chest. Reach your elbows up. Feel as if you're opening your armpits to the sky. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, send your legs out towards the side. Feel the inner and upper thighs are lengthening away from you. Pull belly in. Relax pelvis. Inhale, lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Now send. You're lengthening your legs out towards the side. Reach out with the balls of your feet. Curl pubic bone to navel. Stretch your legs out as you reach your elbows up. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Use your hands by the side of your thighs and knees. Draw your legs together and place your feet down onto the floor. Roll to your right side. Keeping the neck relaxed. Bring your left hand down by chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you come up. Come onto knees for bird wing. So you're sitting down onto your heels in bird wing. Pat your knees if you need. Your elbows are tucked into the side of your body. Inhale, draw your hands together. Exhale, lift the chest and then open your arms out towards the side. Squeeze shoulder blades in. And then inhale. Exhale, chest lifts and then open up. Keep the elbows tucking in, soften the shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, chest lifts. Keep lifting your chest up, but soften the shoulders down. Elbows are tucked in. One more. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, chest lifts and then open. Keep the chest lifted, but soften the shoulders. And then release. Your next pose today is dolphin. So your hands will be onto your biceps to measure your distance. Your elbows are down onto the floor. You're reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers, the web of your hands. Relax neck, relax shoulders, relax your upper back. If your shoulders are a little bit tweaky, you can clasp your hands in this way. From here, take a deep breath into upper back. Lift, spread your upper back and curl your toes under. And as you exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Send your sit bones up and then reach them straight back to that back wall. Breathe into your upper back, deep breath, spread the breath across your back. And as you breathe out, use your forearms and hands as you lengthen back. You're pushing the floor away. As you breathe in, lengthen your top ribs away from your shoulders.
And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you move your chest towards your thighs and knees. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, reach your heels to the floor, moving chest to thighs and knees. Achilles tendon stretch. On the next breath, lift your left foot up and then hook your left big toe over the Achilles tendons of the right. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you reach both heels to floor. Deep breath, breathe into pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're easing your right thigh bone away from pelvis as you reach heels to floor. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale, change. Place your left foot back to the floor. Lift your right foot up, hook your big toe over the Achilles tendons of the left. And then breathe into pelvis, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach back. Feel as if you're taking the top of the thigh away from hip. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. You're lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you reach back, pull your belly in. Chest to thighs and knees, you're reaching heels to floor. On the next breath, breathe into your upper back, lengthening your top ribs away from shoulders. And as you breathe out, push it back. Belly pulls in, reach both heels to floor. Inhale, release. Release your right foot. Place your right foot to the floor. Bend the knees as you come all the way down to floor. Take a breath in embryo if you need. Now from here, come to stand at the front of your mat. Padding the knees if you place your padding onto your mat if you need, and then standing at the front of your mat. Standing with your feet together, your back is straight, you bring your feet a little bit wider on your mat. As you exhale, hands together at your chest. Press your feet to floor, and as you breathe in, lengthening your arms out and up towards the sky. Lift your chest and lift your back ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. Lunge, breathe in, step, left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards it. Exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels. Bend the knees, and as you exhale, lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, curl toes under, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands, right knees to the floor, pushing the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward, forward bend. As you breathe in, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. And exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, right leg steps back, bend your right knee, and sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. You reach it back into heels, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucked in. Inhale, cobra. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Lunge, breathe in, stepping your left foot forward between the hands, right knees to the floor, pushing the floor away as you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands are down, stepping your right leg forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee to the floor. Your arms are reaching up towards the sky. Going as deep as you can. And as you breathe out, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Bend the knees at your knees. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. And as you breathe out, release. Lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step in your left foot forward between the hands, right knees to the floor. Your arms are reaching to the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step in your right leg forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. And as you breathe out, hands together at you. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, right leg steps back, bending the right knee and sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach it back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Move chest down, reach forward as you lengthen your legs back. And as you breathe out, release. Lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Lunge, right leg steps forward between the hands. Left knees to the floor. You're pushing the floor away as you're reaching your arms up to sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, stepping your left foot forward for forward bend. As you breathe in, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. And as you breathe out, hands together at your chest. And take a moment and notice how your body feels. Press your feet to the floor, but then feel that sensation of relaxing so you're not cramping, you're not tensing through the feet. And then draw energy through your body, allow it to spread. We're working through a series of poses now. Work everything down one side and then all on the other side. Standing at the front of your mat. From here, as you breathe in, step your right leg back for warrior two. Your feet, they're about 3.5 feet away from you. Bend your left knee. The left knee and ankle are aligned, and your front heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot. Arms are reaching out towards the side. The back of your skull is aligned with your sacrum. And then relax your arms by your side, shoulders shrugged. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders, draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Mid tips of shoulders, draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders, draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze top tips of shoulders, draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders, draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. Exhale, squeeze low tips of shoulders, draw down. And release. Straighten your left leg for triangle. Your arms are reaching out towards the side. As you press into your left leg, breathe in, and you're lengthening your left arm down. Left arm reaches down towards the floor. You can place that hand onto a block and reaching your right arm up towards the sky. As you press your left foot to the floor, breathe in and lengthen your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Your neck is relaxed. Press your right foot to the floor and breathe in. Move your belly forward away from pelvis. Moving chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, lengthening, reach. Feel your side muscles are opening as you reach your right arm to sky. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, slightly roll your chest open as you reach in your right arm up. On the next breath, use your right arm to pull your body up, bending that front knee for warrior 2. Your next pose today is reverse warrior. So as you breathe in, stretching your right arm up, open right side of body. And as you breathe out, reverse it. Your right hand is now below or above your knee, and your left arm is reaching over your left hip. Your back feels a little bit tweaked. You bring your right hand higher up onto your hip, and then lengthen out of your right side. As you breathe, lift your belly away from pelvis. Press your left foot to the floor as you reach your left arm over left hip. You can bring your right arm all the way around the back, tucking it onto left hip. And then breathe in, lengthen, stretching the lower ribs away from sacrum. Press your left foot to the floor as you reach your left arm over left hip. As you breathe, keep drawing your chest up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, open your side muscles, intercostal muscles are opening to the left. Use your left arm to ease your body up, coming straight into extended warrior variation, placing your left forearm onto left thigh. Right arm is around the back, tucking it onto the thigh by your hip. Press down into your left leg as you breathe in, lift your side ribs away from that left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder back away from left hip. Anchor your right foot to floor, and then breathe in, moving belly forward away from pelvis. Now move your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right hip. As you press your left foot to the floor, breathe in and lengthen your lower ribs away from the sacrum. And as you breathe out, curl pubic bone to navel. Feel as if you're sending your sit bones back towards your right heel. Interlock warrior. On the next breath, you're sliding your left arm down and then under your right thigh. Your left arm is under the left thigh. Right arm is around the back and behind the hands. And as you press your left foot to the floor, opening out towards the right. That's stronger than you can or want it to be. Then have your left hand onto the floor or onto a block, and then rolling the chest open towards the right. You can also stay in extended warrior variation. So you're pressing down into your left leg. Breathe in and glide the ribs forward away from left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder back away from your left hip. As you anchor into your right leg, breathe and keep stretching lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reaching back into your right heel. Inhale, release the hands and come up, pushing the floor away. From here, clasp your hands behind your back for ostrich. As you press your left foot to the floor, breathe in and lift your belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. The arms are over the shoulders. As you breathe in, feel as if you're lengthening your left ribs away from left hip. And as you exhale, you're folding a little deeper, arms over shoulders. Breathe into where you're feeling this now. Deep breath. And exhale as you take it a little deeper. Keep the feet active. Lift the toes, spread the toes. Inhale, release. Release the hands. Bring your hands down onto the floor on the inside of your left leg. Place your left hand onto left thigh, setting you up for head to ankle press. Your left hand is placed onto your left thigh. You'll be tractioning your thigh away. Your right hand is reaching back towards your right foot. As you press your left foot to the floor, breathe in and lengthen your ribs away from that thigh. And as you breathe out, keep easing your left thigh away from you as you move your chest and your forehead towards your right ankle. Both feet are active. Now breathe. Balloon the breath into your left side ribs. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're reaching your left side ribs towards your left knee. Your forehead is towards your right thigh. Last breath here. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, belly pulls in. Keep moving your forehead towards your right foot. Then release. Bring your hands down onto the floor. Turn your left foot forward so both feet are now facing in the same direction. Your next pose today is plank stretch. Your right hand is taking hold of your right foot. Your left hand comes around and takes hold of your left foot. Your left elbow will bend. So from here, as you press into your left leg, breathe in and balloon the breath into left side ribs. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your forehead down towards your right ankle. Bend your left elbow is reaching to the floor. Now breathe in. As you breathe in, keep ballooning breath into left side ribs. And as you breathe out, feeling for that release as you bring your forehead down towards your right ankle. You can reach your right hand further away from your right foot. And then breathe in. Feel as if you're sending the edge of your left foot away from you. Lengthen your side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, as you fold a little deeper, reach your left elbow to floor. One more breath here. Deep breath. Exhale, release. From here, walk your hands back to center. And walk your hands all the way around to the front of your foot. The hands are now on the inside of your left leg. Your next pose today is head to ankle. So you're breathing into your left hip, and your left arm will slide under your left thigh. The hand comes around and takes hold of your ankle. The right hand comes around and takes hold of that ankle. Breathe into left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you pull your belly in, slide your left shoulder under your left thigh and knee. As you press your right foot to floor, breathe in and lengthen your right ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, slide your head further on. The shoulder, followed by head, is sliding under that left thigh. Breathe into your left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, sliding it under a little bit more. Then release. Ease on out of the pose. From here, your next pose is pigeon, not ostrich. It's not pigeon. It's none of those. It's actually pyramid. So you're stepping your right foot forward slightly. Your feet about 2.5, maybe 3 feet away from you. Bring your right foot slightly towards the right so the feet are hip distance apart. Bring your hands onto your left thigh. Press your left foot to the floor and breathe in. Traction the ribs. The belly is away from the top of your thigh. Lead in with your chest. Exhale as you fold. Keep traction in your left thigh away from you. If you can, hands to the floor. Press both feet to the floor and breathe in. Lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you fold a little deeper. As you breathe in, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, folding a little deeper, you will feel this into the back of your thighs, the back of the hamstrings, back of calf. The last breath here, deep breath, move. Keep moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. And exhale as you fold. Keep the hands to the floor. Get your right leg back about 10, maybe 12 inches. Means your left foot slightly towards the left edge of the mat. And then from here, push the foot away. Breathe in as you rise up for warrior one. Press your left foot to floor. And as you breathe in, lift and lengthen side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your right hip forward, left hip is easing back. So your hips are now parallel, reaching forward. Twisting warrior, place your left hand onto left thigh. And as you breathe in, reach your right arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your right elbow over your left thigh knee. Make a fist with your right hand, place your left hand on top. As you breathe in, lengthen, so you're reaching your right leg back. Now anchor into right leg, and as you exhale, keep lengthening, twisting towards the left. As you breathe in, move your belly forward, away from pelvis. And as you exhale, as you open out towards the left, soften your left shoulder away from it. Now connect with your spot, deep breath, breathe into your spot. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the left. From here, bend your right knee so the right knees to the floor. And move into twisting lunge interlock. Your left arm is reaching around the back. Your right hand slides under your left thigh and bind the hands. If you're not quite making that today, then you can use a strap. If you're using the strap is sliding under your left thigh. Take hold of the strap by your right hip with your left hand and by your left hip with your right. Or just take hold of hips or clothing. Pressing into your right shin and breathe, lengthening your right side ribs away from right hip. As you press your left foot to the floor, twist to the left. Relax your shoulders away from your hips. Now breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the left, relax both shoulders away from it. Inhale, release. Release the hands, release the strap. Your hands are either side of your front foot. From here, ease your left foot forward slightly. Lounge lunge. Bring your right hand forward. The hand is about 12 inches ahead of the right shoulder. Straighten your right leg. So your right leg is reaching straight back. Use your left hand to traction your left thigh forward. As you breathe in, lengthen, gliding the ribs forward on your right side. As you breathe out, moving your chest towards the inside of your left thigh. Now breathe in. You're sending your right leg back, but you're moving your belly forward. Feel as if you're moving it away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, moving your chest closer to the inside of left leg. Press your left foot to floor and then breathe in, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, coming in a little deep. Inhale, release. Pigeon is your next move. So ease your left foot across towards the right edge of the mat. And then come on down. You're using your left hand to traction your left thigh forward. I'm using my right hand to anchor my left foot to floor. And then as you bear down into pelvis, breathe in and lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward over your left shin. Reach back into your right foot. So send right back into that right foot and then lengthen away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to melt forward. If you can go further today, curl the toes under of your right foot. Lift your right knee off the floor and reach back your right heel. And then breathe in. Keep sending, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, send, reach back into that right heel. One more breath here, deep breath, belly moves away from pelvis. And exhale, release. Lower down, place the knee back onto the floor, hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under of your right foot, and step your left foot back for downward dog. Feeling the pushing foot away in your downward dog. Other side, breathe in. Step your right foot forward between the hands, warrior two stance. Your left foot is square to the short edge of the mat, and your right knee is bent. The front heel, right heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot. Arms are reaching out towards the side. Relax your arms down by your side for shoulder shrugs. The back of your skull is aligned with your sacrum. Arms relaxed, shoulder shrugs. Take a deep breath into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Mid-tips. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze. Low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze. Low tips of shoulders. Draw down. And release. Reach your arms out to the side. Your next pose is triangle. So from here, as you breathe in, you're reaching your right arm down towards the floor. The hand will be on the floor, the foot, the ankle, the calf or shin, or you can have a block. So you can place that hand onto a block. The left arm is reaching up towards the sky. Press into your right leg, and as you breathe in, lengthen your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, lengthening that left arm out and up towards the sky. Anchor into the edge of your left foot, and then breathe in. Feel as if you're lengthening a belly away from pelvis, chest to chin. And as you breathe out, sending that left arm straight up. Both feet are active. Press down into your feet and breathe in, lift. Lengthen your right side ribs away from the right hip. And as you breathe out, lengthening that left arm to stand. From here, bend your right knee and then come up into warrior two. Reverse warrior. As you breathe in, stretch your left arm straight up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, reverse. That left hand is now below or above the knee. Your right arm is reaching over your right hip. Your back feels tweaky. Bring your left hand higher up onto your hip. Press down into your left leg as you breathe in. Lengthen your side ribs away from left hip. Press your right foot to the floor as you reach your right arm over right hip. If you want to go further, you can bring your left arm all the way around the back and tuck it onto your right hip. Press both feet to the floor and breathe in. Lift your belly away from pelvis. Feel your chest rise to chin. And as your right foot presses to the floor, reach in, right arm over right hip. Breathe in and lengthen your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, slightly curl pubic bone to navel. Use your right arm to ease your body up. Left arm supports your head. Standing warrior variation, place your right forearm onto your right thigh. And left arm is reaching around the back, tucking it onto the thigh by your hip. As you press down into your right leg, breathe in and lift and lengthen your side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder away from your hip. Use your right forearm, feel as if you're tracting your right thigh forward. And then press down into your left foot as you breathe and lengthen, moving belly away from pelvis, moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left hip. Breathe into the left side of your neck, deep breath. And exhale, jaw is relaxed. As you press down into your left foot, the edge of your left foot, you're breathing in and you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, gliding both shoulders down. Interlock on the next breath, slide your right arm under your right thigh and bind it with the left arm around the back by your right thigh, by your right hip. If you're not quite achieving that today, placing your right hand onto the floor and then rolling the chest open to left. You can also place your hand onto a block and then open out as much as you can. Press down into your left, so press into your right foot as you breathe in. You're gliding your right ribs along your right thigh. And as you breathe out, rolling the chest open as you glide both shoulders down. And then breathe in, keep gliding your right ribs forward away from right thigh. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're sending your right sit bones back towards your left heel. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bringing your hands down on the inside of your front foot. From here, your next pose is ostrich. So hands are down, straighten your right leg. Dash your hands behind your back. Bend your right knee. Press into both legs, breathe in, lift, belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward, arms over shoulders. As you breathe in, gliding your ribs, right ribs away from right hip. And as you exhale, folding a little deep. Anchor into left leg as you breathe in, moving belly forward away from pelvis. Press your right foot to the floor as you come a little deep. Inhale, release. Your next pose today is head to ankle press. Your right hand is placed onto your right thigh, your traction in your right thigh away from you. Your left arm is reaching back towards the foot. So any place you can, making the emphasis on easing your right thigh away from you. So as you press your right foot to the floor, breathe in and move your right ribs away from right hip. Using your right hand to keep easing the thigh away. And as you exhale, you're bringing your forehead closer towards your left foot. As you breathe, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're sending your right thigh away from you. Breathe into your right side ribs, deep breath. And as you breathe out, open up, moving your head closer towards your left foot, but you're moving your right thigh away. Then inhale, release. Turn your right foot forward so both feet are facing in the same direction. Your next pose today is plank stretch. You bring your hands down either on the center of the mat. And then reach your left hand, takes hold of your left ankle. Right hand reaches around and takes hold of that right ankle. Press down into your right leg, and as you breathe in, lengthen your side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, bend your right elbow as you bring your forehead closer towards your left shin. And then breathe in. Keep moving your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding a little deeper, bend your right elbow. And last breath in, deep breath, inhale, keep lengthening ribs away from sacrum. Balloon, open your right side ribs out towards the right, bring your forehead towards your left ankle, bend your right elbow to the floor. Inhale, release. Walk your hands back forward so the hands are now either side of your front foot. Is your left foot eases forward, setting up for pyramid. So left foot comes forward about 10 inches, and your hands are either side of your front foot. Your feet, they're hip distance apart, reaching forward. Bring your hands onto your right thigh. As you press your right foot to floor, breathe in and lengthen belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. You can keep your hands here or bring your hands down onto the floor. Press your hands to floor, press your right foot to floor, and then breathe in, using this to give you traction as you lengthen away from top of right thigh. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in, really pull your belly in. Feel for that lengthening. Your chest comes down towards your shin, your forehead comes down towards your right ankle. You're breathing into lower back. You're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're taking it a little deeper. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you take it a little deeper. Then keeping the hands onto the floor, step your left foot back about 10, 12 inches. Is your right foot slightly towards the right edge of the mat. Press into both feet, and as you breathe in, you're rising up for warrior one. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not done head to ankle. So head to ankle first. So hands are down on the inside of that front foot. And your next pose is head to ankle. So you're breathing into your right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, slide your right shoulder followed by your hand under. Taking hold of your right ankle with right hand, take hold of the right ankle with left hand. And then breathing deeply into the right hip. And as you breathe out, slide your right shoulder followed by your head under your right thigh and deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're sliding under a little bit more. One more breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, taking it up. Then release, ease them out. From here, you're moving into warrior one. So maybe step your left foot back a couple of inches, and then breathe in. You're standing up, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Check your feet alignment. Your feet, they're hip distance apart in widthways, and they're about 3.5 feet away in length. Press down into both legs as you breathe in, telescoping ribs down. And as you breathe out, draw your left hip forward, right hip is easing back. Twisting warrior, place your right hand onto your right thigh, breathe in, stretch your left arm up. And as you breathe out, bringing your left elbow over your right thigh and knee, make a fist with your left hand and place your right hand on top. Reach back into your left leg and breathe in, lengthening your ribs forward away from left hip. Press your right foot to floor as you twist to the right. Now balloon the breath into lower back and use this to open your lower back. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the right, soften your right shoulder away from right ear. And from your pelvic bowl, breathe in, move belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, open it out towards the right. Inhale, release. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Twisting lunge. From here, as you press your left foot to floor, breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, rolling chest open towards the right. As you breathe, keep moving chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, softening your right shoulder away from here. Twisting lunge into long. You're sliding your left arm over your right thigh. Right arm is around the back, bind the hands under your right thigh. Under your belly, under the thigh. If you are not achieving that and you have a strap, you can use a strap. Sliding the strap under your right thigh. Right arm reaches around, takes hold of the strap by left hip. Left arm reaches around, takes hold of the strap by right hip. You don't have a strap, take hold of clothing. And then breathe in, press into your left shin, lengthening the ribs away from waist on your left side. And as you press your right foot to the floor, twist to the right. And breathe, deep breath, moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder away from right ear. As you breathe, keep drawing your chest up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, moving shoulders away from each other. Inhale, release. Your next pose today is lounge lunge. So bring your left hand forward about 12 inches ahead of the left shoulder. Straighten your right leg, reach your right leg straight back. Use your right hand, left leg straight back. Use your right hand to traction your right thigh forward. As you press back into your left leg, breathe in and lengthen, glide the ribs forward on your left side. And as you breathe out, you're drawing chest closer to the inside of right leg. Deep breath, inhale, moving the belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg back. As you breathe, breathe into lower back and lengthen the lower ribs away from sacrum. Press your right foot to the floor as you squeeze, you're moving chest towards your right thigh. Inhale, release. Pigeon is your next pose. So ease your right foot towards the left edge of your mat. And then reach your left leg straight back. Hands are under the shoulders. Breathe down into pelvis as you breathe and lift and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, fold forward, coming all the way down. Breathe into lower back, deep breath, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reach back into your left big toe, but both feet are active. If you can, curl the toes under of your left foot, reach back into your left heel, lift your left knee off the floor. And then whilst reaching back into your left heel, breathe in and glide the ribs forward away from waist. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, send your sit bones back towards your left heel. Breathe into your spot, deep breath. And exhale, release. Place your knees to the floor, bring your hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under of your left foot, and step your right leg back for downward facing dog. And feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, walk your feet forward towards your hands. And then push the floor away as you come all the way up to stand. So if you have a wall and you have wall space, your next pose is a forward bend with your sit bones up against the wall. I'll show you two ways for this pose. So you're either coming up against the wall, sit bones are up against the wall, and you're bending forward. My feet about 3 to 4 inches away from, my heels are 3 to 4 inches away from the wall. So from here, I'm effectively folding forward. My sit bones are up against the wall. Coming all the way down and taking hold of the back of my heels, the back of my ankles, and I'm bringing my forehead towards the shin. So as you breathe in, you're lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. Keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, you're folding forward. If your hamstrings are really tight, your knees will bend. So you can do the forward bend this way, or you can do the bend the opposite direction. So instead, you're coming down this way. You're walking your feet in, and your back is up against the wall. As you breathe in, you press your feet to floor and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, your belly pulls in as you fold. You're using this pose to help to open into lower back. So breathe in and keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, allowing your body just to melt. You can take hold of the back of the thighs, or you can just take hold of your elbows and allow your body just to let go into pose. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, letting your body just melt forward. Feet are pressing to floor. As you breathe in, you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little deeper. Taking 2 more breaths here. Deep breath. Pull your belly in. Exhale as you fold. 1 more breath. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Ease on out of the pose. Keeping the neck relaxed as you come in all the way up. You may need a strap in your next pose. So you're lying down, you'll be lying down on your back. So I'm going to run through the poses now that you'll be doing. I'll do all of them one side and just demonstrate. I'm going to do them very quickly, and then we'll come into the poses together. So you'll be lying down on your back. Your right leg is reaching straight forward. Your left knee is bent. From here, you're lifting your left foot off the floor, reaching hands up and taking hold of the shin. And on the breath, you're drawing your left knee towards your left shoulder. From there, you're bringing your left hand down on the inside of left foot. You're drawing your left knee towards your right armpit. Your left knee towards left armpit, right hand is onto the thigh, moving the thigh, keeping the pelvis level onto the floor. From there, you're coming into reaching the foot up. You can take hold of the big toe with both hands, and you're drawing your knees down as you reach your heels up. From there, you're either using the strap around your foot, the ball of your foot, like so, and you're moving the foot towards your chest, like so. So like splits on your back. If you don't have a strap, you can take hold of the back of your thigh, calf, ankle, or heel. From there, when you're on your left side, your right hand comes across, it takes hold of your foot. Your left arm moves towards the left, and your left foot comes towards the right. Straighten right leg, and you lengthen out in this way. Then you bend the knee, and you come back to center. So that's all of the poses on one side. Then switch and do the other side. So lie down on your back. Straighten your right leg reaching straight forward. Bend your left knee so the sole of your left foot is onto the floor. Press your lower back to floor, breathe in, lift your left foot off the floor, reach your hands forward, take hold of your left shin, just below the knee. Now breathe into lower back and feel for pressing your lower back into the floor. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, draw your left knee towards your left shoulder. Keep feeling as if you're moving the top of your hip away from the thigh. So you're not compressing into hip. And then breathe in deeply. Breathe into lower back. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're lifting your left thigh bone up and then draw the knee back. So no compression. You should not feel a compression into that left hip. Last one here, deep breath. Lower back presses down and you're lengthening, you're sending your left thigh up. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're drawing your knee as if down towards your left armpit. And then change from here, you're taking hold of the instep of your left foot. Right hand is onto right thigh. Head and shoulders are onto the floor. Breathe into right hip. Feel as if you're easing right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, keep moving the thigh away from you as you draw your foot to the side, your knee towards left armpit. One more. As you breathe in, you're moving your left thigh out towards the left. And as you breathe out, keep moving the heel away from you, but your left knee moves towards your right, left knee to right armpit, left knee to left armpit. And then release, change. This time you're reaching your left heel up to the sky. Your first two fingers take hold of your left big toe. Right hand is onto right hip. Breathe into your left hip. Feel as if you're easing your left thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your knee down towards your left armpit, but your left heel is reaching upwards to the sky. And then breathe there. Breathe into left hip. Feel the easing left thigh away from left hip. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in. The knee comes down, your heel reaches up. If you're putting a lot of pressure into hamstrings, just ease back from that. Now you're straightening your left leg. Left leg is reaching straight up. For splits on your back. You're either taking hold of the back of the thigh, the calf, the ankle, or the heel. Or if you have a strap, the strap is on the ball of your left foot. As you breathe in, press your lower back to floor. Feel for ease in traction, left thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your left foot down towards your left shoulder. Your right leg lengthens away from you. Your hamstrings are very tight in this. You're bending your left knee. So breathe in and send your left thigh up away from left hip. And really pull your belly in, and you get more space in opening up the hips. That left foot will come closer towards the shoulder. Last one here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, taking it a little deeper. Bring your right hand out on the outside of your left calf, left thigh, or ankle. You can keep hold of the strap. Your left arm reaches out towards the left. Take a deep breath, breathing into that left hip. And as you breathe out, drawing your left foot across towards the right side of your body. Lengthen, reach your left arm away from you and relax your left ear to left shoulder. If you can, straighten your right leg. And then as you breathe in, move your belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder away from left ear. Now breathe into where you're feeling this right now. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're lengthening both thighs, both legs away from each other. One more breath here. Deep breath. You're sending your left thigh away from left hip. And as you breathe out, lengthening both legs away from each other. Inhale, release. Bend your left knee and draw your left knee back to center. And then place your left foot to the floor. Lengthen your left leg away from you. Press your lower back to the floor. Breathe in. Draw your right knee, sole of the foot to the floor. And then lift your right foot up. Take hold of your right shin with both hands. Now breathe into lower back and spread the ribs to the floor. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder. Breathe into lower back, spreading. Feel you spreading the ribs. Sacrum presses to the floor. Now, as you exhale, really pull your belly in and you draw that knee in. You do not want to feel this compressing into hips. Last one here. Deep breath. And exhale. Feel how that knee gets closer towards that right shoulder. Left leg is lengthening away from you. Your right hand is now placed on the inside of the arc of your right foot. Left hand is onto left hip. As you breathe in, glide your right thigh out towards the right. And as you breathe out, sending your right knee towards your right armpit. Feel as if you're sending your right foot away from you. As you breathe in, you're easing your right thigh to right. And as you breathe out, move your knee closer towards right knee, closer towards right armpit. Feel some resistance as you reach your foot away from you. Then release. This time you're reaching your right heel up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand up. First two fingers take hold of your right big toe. Left hand is onto left hip. Breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you draw your right knee down towards your right armpit. If you want more resistance, you reach your right heel up. Deep breath, gliding your right thigh bone away from right hip. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, draw that right knee down, reach your right heel up. Last breath in this one, deep breath. As you exhale, feel for opening into hip flexors as you draw the knee down, reach your heel away from you. And release. Straighten your right leg. The splits on your back. You can take hold of the back of the thigh, calf, ankle, or heel. Or if you have a strap, you can place the strap around the ball of your right foot. Press your lower back to floor, and as you breathe in, traction your right thigh away from hip. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you draw your right foot towards your right shoulder. Left leg lengthens away from you. Hamstrings feeling really tight, you can bend that right knee. Two more breaths as you breathe in, sending, easing right thigh away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, drawing your right foot down towards your right shoulder. Left leg is active, it's moving away from you. Last breath, deep breath, send, keep moving, thigh bone away from you. And as you breathe out, working deeper into splits on your back. Belly's pulling in. Bring your left hand down, taking hold of the outside of your right calf, thigh, or ankle. Release your right arm out towards the right. As you press your lower back to the floor, breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, draw your right foot across your body, so the right foot is coming down towards the left. Your head is in the opposite direction to your knee. And as you breathe in, keep moving your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your right ear. Breathe into lower back. Lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, lengthening both legs away from each other. One more breath, deep breath. Breathing into your spot. And as you exhale, lengthen your legs away from each other. Inhale, release. You're drawing your right knee back to center. And as you exhale, place your right foot to the floor. Lengthen your legs away from you. You're lying down into Shavasana. You can lie down with the soles of your feet onto the floor. You can bring the soles of your feet together. If you're close enough to the wall, you can lie down with sit bones up against the wall, straighten your legs up against the wall. Or you can straight or straddle your legs out towards the side. Or just reach your legs forward and relax your arms down by your side as you lie down in your final release pose, Shavasana. As you lie here now, begin to feel how your body feels, feeling the energy that moves through your body. And then feel in your body where your body is needing this energy, and then as you breathe in, drawing that energy into your body and spreading it through the body. And have the confidence of knowing that the earth is here. It will serve you. It will protect you, and you, part of our duty responsibilities to do likewise, to protect. Incorporating the fundamental principles of yogas, to do no harm, which means we're not doing harm to ourselves, we're not doing harm to our environment. So using your practice to incorporate this deeper strength, this deeper will. So you not only feel this at the physical level, but also at the emotional and at your spiritual level.
So take in what you can now from your practice and from the earth. Breathe in, using the breath to fortify, to energize, to bring life into body. Filling up with the breath and allow the breath to do its magic as it moves through your body deep into cell tissues. And when you exhale, let go. Let it go of that which does not serve you. Let it go completely. Noticing how your body feels, noticing how your spot feels. So on your next breath, begin to stretch out in a way that feels good to you. And then bend the knees and move your knees towards your chest. Roll to your right side. As you breathe in, left hand is by chest. Exhale, push the floor away with your left hand as you're coming up into a seated position. Sitting tall. Back of the skull is aligned with the sacrum. Your chest is lifting. Belly's lifting. Now, give yourself time to notice how your body feels. Noticing areas that are opening and areas that are maybe still a little bit tight. But first and most importantly, congratulate yourself for turning up, for staying present, and feeling your own strength. Bring your hands together so the thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. Congratulate yourself for your practice. All that is honorable and all that is honorable and all that is good in me salutes all that is honorable and all that is good in you. Deep breath. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.